Hello, I'm Gail Sussman from Inspired Choice, and I want to share some things motivated by a conversation I had with one of my women executive clients. This is something I've seen with almost every woman and man that I've worked with, and that is there are conversations that could turn into conflict that has people either avoid them, delay them, or soften their message to not be quite as true, and maybe even to dodge the issue. So, what I want to do here is to help you from all that I've experienced, studied, and learned and practiced myself. This is tried and true. Understanding a lot about what mindsets drive our, our emotions, our thoughts. What we believe and think affects how we feel, the choices we make, the action we take, and the results we get. So if you're worried about not being as clear with employees, especially about performance, for example, not giving clear feedback because you don't want to hurt their feelings, and if you want to be a stronger leader, then listen to this video. So I think it's especially true, and I'm generalizing here, for women. We are taught and socialized to nurture and to, we've had behavior modeled where we take care of people. So I want you to picture two sides here. I'm going to use my hands for this. One is a fear-driven way of having conversations. The other is a love-driven way to have conversations. The fear-driven method, and it's not a method, believe me, it's what your human and your ego cause you to think. That has you worried, uncomfortable, delaying, sabotaging, expecting resistance when you have the conversation. It may even motivate you to do something called triangulation, which, if you think about a triangle, means instead of going directly to the person you need to talk to, you go to a third person and you ask them to intervene or influence or fix the situation. When you're being love-driven, you are more trusting yourself, you trust the other person, you have more calm, you're open-minded, you expect good things, and you set the tone for the conversation by being transparent and kind and lay out what it is you want to share. And even to go to the extent of, in advance of having the conversation, mentally sending that person love and blessings in advance for a good conversation. I know that might sound a little out there for you. It works. Now, in terms of mindsets, I'm going to take you back to the fear-driven conversation. There, your human ego mind has you thinking from a state of lack, like there's not enough to go around. I have to win. I have to convince this person. I have to manipulate them so I get what I want, so I will look good, not make a mistake, not look, I need to look smart. I can't look like I don't have this under control. I have to get them to agree with me. They have to change their behavior so that I'm okay, because I don't feel safe. And I don't want to hurt their feelings, because then what will people think of me? What will they think of me? So I have to get them to do what I want. All right, that's on this side. Now back again to a grounded, loving approach and beliefs. First of all, you are safe. There is enough to go around. We have sufficiency. You can be authentic, be transparent. You can say, I'm here to partner with you. You can be strong and vulnerable at the same time. Can you feel the difference in these two ways of thinking and believing? I have to get them to do something. I'm going to listen to them and cooperate, and we're going to work on it together over here, partnering. So the fear-based way, here are the behaviors that you may recognize that it can lead you to. One is for you to be on the offense, kind of pushing, forcing, trying to enlist. When you hear them express an opinion that doesn't agree with you, you're trying to, oh, no, 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 you have to think the way I'm thinking, or this can't work. So then we try to manipulate other people. You might, to avoid feeling, soften the message or dodge the message, or I see this a lot, hinting at the message. Like, I need you to do better in your job, but not specifically, or not talking about the consequences if you don't do better, just kind of hoping, hinting and hoping, because it's too scary to be truthful. In this state of mind, you can be easily triggered, be on the defensive. In this state of mind, coming from fear-based conversations, your behavior is like assuming the worst, the negative. What if this bad thing happens or that bad thing happens? Taking you back to the love side, if you are coming from trusting the two of you, first of all, this is an interesting one. Trust that that person is capable of managing their own emotions and their own reactions to what you tell them. You're not responsible for their feelings. They are. You want to say it in a kind way. In fact, here's a really important nugget. You can be kind and firm at the same time. It's important that you're doing both. You still have a message to get across. You have a request to make. Make it cleanly and make it clearly. So, trusting yourself, trusting the other person, listening, asking questions and listening, really listening. Stephen Covey has a concept that I love that I'm paraphrasing. We listen not to understand, we listen to reply. Like, oh, I have to get ready to respond. If they say that, then I better have my answer ready. Really listen. So see how these two sides feel. See where you see yourself influenced by fear and how you can shift to love and drive your conversations by consciously choose where you're going to drive your conversations from. I'm inviting you to drive them from love, from a sense of equality and caring and trust, and relying on your own strength to be kind and firm, both. If you need help, please contact me, Gail@inspiredchoice.com. Stand in your strength and have a good day.